I'm Caroline Rash at Chattanooga Hair Station, and today I'm going to be showing you 10 tips on how to protect your hair from the summer heat. So tip number 1 is cold water rinsing. So this is something that you can do in the shower. Every time you wash your hair in the summertime, try to rinse your hair with cold water. It will probably feel pretty good in the heat. It's a little harder to do in the wintertime, but this time of year, do it. It will protect your hair. All of that hot water that you like to use when you take a shower really does do damage to your hair just as much as blow drying and just as much as heat styling tools and so on and so forth. So rinse your hair with cool water. This will also protect any color you might have on your hair. Tip number 2 is co-washing. So this means that you don't need to wash your hair every single day. I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people also don't. Try out not doing that this summer. What you're going to do is wash your hair today, and then tomorrow, even if you get like sweaty running around outside playing, that's fine. Hop in the shower and you can rinse your hair, but just apply conditioner to your ends and then rinse out. Do not use shampoo every single day. That will strip the natural oils from your hair and can dry it out and help with heat damage. So go ahead, shampoo one day, just use conditioner the next. Tip number 3 is to use coconut oil in your hair. The way that I do it is I take my hair into small, like very small sections, as if I were going to color my hair. So I take about an inch wide section and I just soak it in coconut oil, and I just do that all the way up my head until my head is completely coated in coconut oil. If you've got really oily scalp, maybe just focus it mid-shaft to ends. But for really, really dry hair like I have, go ahead and just apply it all over. And then what I like to do is put it in a really loose bun and then wrap it in a scarf and then sleep on it. In the morning, you're going to have to shampoo maybe 1 to 3 times to make sure you get it out really well, but your hair is going to feel so shiny and it'll just keep it hydrated even in this really crazy summer heat. Tip number 4 is to use a heat protectant. You can use any kind that you regularly use when you use thermal styling tools, but use it before you go outside. The sun is pretty much just as damaging to your hair as using heat styling tools. This one in particular is Amika's The Wizard, and it's a hair primer which does the same thing, protects your hair from heat. Go ahead and spray that roots to ends. You can do a light mist, but just give your hair some sort of barrier between it and the sun. Tip number 5 is just simply use less heat. Try a lot of heatless hairstyles, put your hair up a little bit more. Just try to rock your natural texture a little bit more. Just avoid blow drying and heat styling because it's already getting a pummeling from the sun outside. Tip number 6, use oils and serums. I've got Unite's U Oil, and I've got Kerataj's Nutritious Leave-In Control Serum. These are just 2 examples of things that you can put in the ends of your hair to rehydrate them throughout the day or before you style your hair. And if you desperately have to use heat tools in your hair, this will help keep them protected. Tip number 7 is to use hair masks in your hair. This is something that typically I would suggest doing once or twice a week, but you might want to up it to 3 or 4 times a week depending on how often you wash your hair. Some people can get away with doing it every time they wash their hair, but this is going to just give your hair that extra shot of hydration. This one is the Keratage Nutritious Treatment Mask, and you're just going to apply it mid-shaft to ends. And you can let it hang out while you shave your legs, or you can let it hang out a couple of hours while you clean your house. It's up to you. And then just rinse it out and your hair will feel a lot softer. Okay. Tip number 8 is to put your hair in a lot of braids and buttons. That is the easiest way to keep your hair contained, keep it out of the sun, and keep it out of your face in the heat. Tip number 9 is to use a clarifying shampoo. This is Unite's The Weekender shampoo, and it's really great for if you are an outdoorsy person and you sweat a lot, or if you use a lot of hair products, whichever relates to you. This will help because if you give it once a week to your hair, you'll strip out all that extra gunk in your hair, and it'll protect your hair from becoming brittle with the amount of buildup on it. And tip number 10 is protect your hair from chlorine. If you're about to jump in the pool, rinse your hair first, and that'll keep your hair from absorbing a bunch of pool water, and it will absorb the water that you've rinsed it with first. You can also put conditioner in your hair before you go swimming. That'll also be another added barrier. You can always wear a swim cap, but I know that's not always the cutest. So do what you can. Just protect it by rinsing it and adding conditioner. And those 2 really easy pre-pool fixes will help a lot in terms of your color and the health of your hair during the summertime. And can you just like cut it?
Yes, just
after I
go.
say conditioner?
Just yes.
I'm trying to wrap this up.
Can you wrap it up faster, please?
I'm trying.
Hey, that'd be really cool. Hey, tip number 11. Don't Don't make Will hold this heavy camera forever because it's going to be really shaky in a
The
little
longer you
bit.
talk, the longer it's going to take.